Hello and welcome. It's KB here. So today let's talk about Firefox. When it comes to privacy-focused web browser, Firefox is always recommended over any other web browser. If you care about your privacy, yeah, Firefox is the one that you should be using. But what if it starts to collect your data? Well, things are not looking good. So recently, someone actually filed a complaint against Mozilla Firefox for quietly enabling a supposed privacy feature. So yeah, if you go on Google right now and just type Firefox and then go to news, I don't even have to talk about this, okay? So what is happening right now is that there is a new feature in Firefox which collects the user data. Basically, whichever website you visit and all that. This is a kind of a new technology. We'll talk about that as we go through this video. So in Firefox settings, if you go into the settings and privacy and security, and then scroll down until you see this section here, Firefox data collection and use, and then this one, website advertising preferences. It is enabled by default. This thing helps sites understand how their ads perform without collecting data about you. Really? Without collecting a data? I don't think that's possible. I mean, there is somewhat of data collection happening. Now, to further understand this situation, we need to go and read this article by NOYB. They're the one who filed a complaint against Mozilla. So according to them, with this new feature, the browser is now controlling the tracking rather than the individual websites. This is also a different type of tracking tool. It doesn't use cookie tracking. Google also did a similar thing, which was a failure. I guess they removed it. So this is a kind of a similar thing what Google did with the privacy sandbox. They also said that this is less invasive, but still invasive. Well, it's the EU. You know what that means. They're gonna fix it. Yeah. Again, I don't have to remind you this. Firefox is known for being a privacy-friendly browser. That's the reason most people use the Firefox. But, this tracking feature is enabled by default now in newer versions of Firefox. I think this is the main reason which will make users hate Firefox. I mean, at least give us an option like whether you want to enable it or disable it. This is something that I have faced with Microsoft Edge too. When it was really new, it used to automatically import data from the other web browsers. I use Edge, and also recently I also started using Zen browser as my secondary browsers. I don't want them to talk to each other, okay? At least in a way that I think. I mean, I don't want to store same data that I have on different browser, let's say Chrome. I'm logged in with some Google account, I guess. But there was a time way back in like almost a year ago, Microsoft Edge browser would automatically import your web browser data to the Microsoft Edge. That's something I don't want. Okay, so this is kind of a similar situation here. For me, it's not a big deal, but in general, again, as I said, we're gonna say this again and again, Firefox is known for being a privacy-friendly web browser. So this is something that people will just absolutely hate if this is true, that this new feature is tracking you. This is something, Firefox should ask the user whether you want to enable it or disable it. So you can actually disable it by simply going into the settings, privacy settings, and website advertising preferences. Just simply uncheck that, or you can also uncheck it from the top where it says Firefox data collection and use. If you uncheck that, it actually disables everything. And this is something you should be doing if you want absolutely, private web browsing experience, I guess. Not even allowing Firefox to send technical and interaction data to Mozilla so they can improve the Firefox. You can just, boom, now Firefox will never improve. I mean, okay, I'm just kidding at this point. Okay, so that's that. For me, I don't really use Firefox. I do use Firefox whenever I need. I use multiple web browsers for multiple work or whatever I do. You can see at the bottom, I have 3 Chrome instances with different browsing data on them, different account and all that. And I also use Zen browser, which I recently started using. So far, liking it. And I also use Microsoft Edge sometime whenever I need it. So when I'm on Linux, I actually use Firefox more than Chrome. And yeah, that's it for this one. Hope you enjoyed it. But if you still have any questions or you want to discuss something about this topic, you can always do the comment and we can have some chit chat in the comment section too. Yeah, that's it. I'll see you in the next one. Take care of yourself and have fun. Bye-bye.